because I think like Tapales pretty much has no chance of winning. It's more along the lines of, is Tapales, can he last 36 minutes with Naoya? Can he make it to the decision? Is kind of how I think me and most of the Japanese fans are looking at this fight, which is very disrespectful, to be honest. But it's just that, is that good? So maybe a 1% chance Tapales can take it.
1% chance.
1% chance.
Wow.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This video is presented by sportsplus.ph.
In Japan, what do you think is the percentage or like the odds of Tapales and Inoue?
The percentage of Tapales winning?
Yeah, well, you give me an odds.
Okay.
You got to be frank with me, because I wanted to hear. Tapales and his team is probably going to be listening to this too.
Okay, this is the thing. The official odds, I think, at the moment is like 1.07 for Inoue. So,
okay.
I mean, right? And then I think that's being generous, because I think like Tapales pretty much has no chance of winning. It's more along the lines of, is Tapales, can he last 36 minutes with Naoya? Can he make it to the decision? Is kind of how I think me and most of the Japanese fans are looking at this fight, which is very disrespectful, to be honest. But it's just that, is that good? So maybe a 1% chance Tapales can take it.
1% chance.
1% chance.
Wow.
There would have to be some kind of major accident. An accident for to.
But you know what? In the Philippines, well, we know he's an underdog, but to give him 1%, that's a little bit disrespectful for us, pal. I mean,
all right,
Marlo Tapales did beat Akhmaduliev.
Yes, he did. But Akhmaduliev is not Inoue. Let's be clear.
Why do you think that Inoue is so invincible that you give him 99% of winning this one? What does Inoue have that Tapales doesn't, or what would be the main thing why Inoue would win?
He has speed, technique. He's very explosive. I think he has almost every advantage I could think of over Tapales. I bet he's taller. His reach is probably longer as well. If I'm correct.
With the height, I don't think so. I think Tapales is bigger.
Tapales is a bit bigger.
Tapales is bigger.
Right. Well, this is the thing. It's not going to matter. Let me turn the gun over to you. How is Tapales going to beat Inoue? What's your percentage, and how would you think it would go down if Tapales was to win?
I was looking forward to learning more about Inoue, actually.
Okay.
Because I think, but you know what? I could share something with you. I think Tapales understand that he's the underdog in this one, and he's very motivated. For once, it is not on the statistics, but I think that the motivation factor of the Filipino, especially Inoue, has beaten a number of Filipinos, even Filipinos legends. And we've been 0 to like every Filipino that Inoue has fought, he defeated. Well, actually, everyone, regardless of the nationality.
Yes.
So, Marlo Tapales is being extra motivated with this one. I believe that, yes, Inoue may be faster. I actually would agree with you with that. He has the power punch. But I think Tapales also have power. I would be frank with you that if this goes to a decision, that Inoue would most probably win. So if it's me, if you're asking me how Tapales would win this one, he gotta go give it all and kill and be killed. Like, he wanna go for the kill, because if he plays safe on this one, and like what happened to Stephen Fulton, I think he was playing safe until he got caught.
Right.
But I just wanted to remind you though that there was a fight in Japan, heavy underdog. I don't know if you know this. One of the baddest boxer who fought in Japan. He was he was a favorite. He's not a Japanese, but it happened in Tokyo Dome, I believe. I don't know if you remember. Tyson versus Douglas.
Yes, of course.
He was He was a heavy underdog. So we were like leaning towards that storyline, motivating him.
Right.
But honestly, the how I see the Palace winning is just, he gotta risk it. Get puncher and be punched. So we gotta know if he can take the punch of Inoue.
Right. I mean, no one's been able to take the punch of Inoue, which is
Well,
um
I can argue that Nonito Denier had in the first fight.
it's true he has that. It's true he made it he made it to the decision, but not the second time. And it seems like the rematch with Donaire is when he kind of stepped it up to the next level. I think everyone was surprised at his performance that day.
Yeah,
Because the fight before that was Jason Maloney. He had some like not such impressive performances leading up to that, and that's where he kind of it seemed as though he just got super
yeah,
became Superman overnight,
level up,
right. So that's where
better,
we're at now.
stronger, faster.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, I
yes.
understand. He's going into his prime, but at the same time, Tapales is, well, I respect Nonito. I love him so much, but he's like over the hill coming with fighting with Nonito Denier with Inoue.
The rematch, yes.
Yes.
But the fact of the matter is, leading up to the rematch, Donaire knocked out two undefeated, younger champions.
Who was that?
How can he,
Ubali.
and Raymart Gabalio,
Yeah.
both undefeated,
But
both champions of the world, and he knocked them out within 4 rounds, I believe. So how can
Correct.
you say that Donaire was over the hill when it seemed like his performances leading up to that fight were spectacular?
Well, obviously, we saw that on the fight, and that's the last fight is where I'm gonna. But if you see Nonito Denier fight, like when he was really younger, he could take the punches. He could probably take the punch. I mean, I would say he still got the power. Still got the speed, but to absorb power like that from Naoya, he may have lasted a little bit. He still got the like. He's willing to take the punch, but he couldn't take it. That's the problem.
Yes.
Now, if he was younger, then it might be a little bit. He might last a little bit long. I'm not saying he's
Right.
gonna win because Inoue is different,
Right.
but he might be able to recover faster because he couldn't recover.
Yeah.
Now with
he did.
Marlon Tapales is in his prime, so I'm hoping, really, this is one of the things because obviously, fighting boxing, you gotta get hit. So
Right.
it's impossible you don't get hit. So I'm hoping that Marlon Tapales will be able to accept at least some punches and get some, or hit Naoya Inoue, and that's how he's gonna win because obviously there's no winning in decision. And I'm not talking about, but because mostly when you go outside your country, you're fighting on the other promotions. Most of the time, you need to get a knockout.
Right. It's true. But
I will ask you this though,
okay.
because it seems like it's easy, and I know you're gonna support. It seems like it's easy for you to say that Naoya Inoue is gonna win. You say there's no chance. Let me just, I just want to picture my. If
No,
there is a
I said
chance,
there was a 1% chance. See,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
1%
Well,
chance.